welcome back, everybody. Okay, let me quickly share my screen. Let's quickly work on the AI model side of things. So we're going to look at on the extreme right, we have the business response. So we just focus on that right now. Remember again, look at the categories here. If you look at the categories on the left, you can see access control. If you want to check it easily, we can go to data and come here and just filter. Let's see the category here. We have access control, bias, testing, monitoring, data privacy, model version integrity, secure deployment. So we can see all the key practices that is being focused on with the model itself. So let's do like 5 together. Then you guys can just tell me what you guys feel. These are placeholders, so don't ignore whatever I put here for a start. Let's do the first 5 together. So I asked, what access permissions are currently granted to users and how are these permissions monitored and managed? They said, access controls are well managed, but occasionally privileges are overly broad. What do we give them here? We're using CMMI. What do you guys think? All right. Okay. I can go with 2 also. Okay, let's look at this one. What are the critical components of the LLM that requires testing for unauthorized access? They said, regular testing is conducted through though some areas remain less tested due to some resource constraint. What do we go here? Okay, I see 1, 2, 1, 2. I see 1, 3 also. Okay. Okay. I can I can go with 2 personally just because it says regular testing is conducted. Yeah. Though some areas remain less tested due to resource constraint. So I know they are testing. Um, I can go with 1 actually also because it will force them to go and get resources to test. So maybe because of that, now they can push me to get them to 2 and say, well, they disagree, blah, blah, blah. But because now that I look at it, I say, okay, wait a minute. They said, though some areas remain less tested due to resource constraint. Is that an excuse for you not to test? Because the risk can really be bad. Okay, let's see this one. Anonymization is effective, but sorry. What data anonymization techniques are currently implemented and how are their effectiveness measured? They said anonymization is effective, but continual updates are needed to cope with evolving data privacy standard. What do you guys think we should give there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do 2 there. All right. So let's work on the rest from this yellow down. I'll send this updated version to us. I think this should be enough for us to work on today, to be honest. So I'll stick with this alone for tonight. You guys just work on just this. If you don't mind, let's start with Viv in the house. Go ahead, Viv. Max 1 minute for everybody so we can get out of here in the next 10 minutes, folks. All right, go, Viv.
Hi, everybody. I'm Vivian representing for the yellow team. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
It's coming up. Yep.
Okay. So we did work on controls, and then we worked on the AL model assessment report. And then we used the capability maturity model integration in order to do this analysis. And over a score of 5, we got a 2.6 score, and we had 3 critical areas, 5 high risk areas, 3 performing areas.
Okay.
And
Can we jump to the critical? Let's see the critical
okay,
setup.
so for the critical, we had data privacy measures, which was the 2. We had access control, that's the 1.5, and then the model robustness testing, that's 2 as well.
Okay.
And
So what will be your
for
top three
the
looking
top
at?
3 is
Yeah.
gonna be access control, data privacy measures, model robustness testing, which are all high. And then we
Okay.
have access control, data privacy measures being the short-term ones, and then model robustness testing being the midterm one.
Tell me about the mitigation step for the data
Okay,
privacy.
so
Yeah.
for access control, for the mitigation steps, is going to be implement rule-based access control system with multi-factor authentication and privilege access management. And for data privacy measures, it's going to be to deploy comprehensive data encryption, implement privacy by design principles, and establish GDPR/CCPA
Right.
compliance framework.
Okay.
And with the model robustness testing, we'll have to develop comprehensive model validation framework, including adversarial testing, bias detection, and performance benchmarking.
Okay. Thank you. That's awesome. All
For
right. Let's
short,
stop there. No,
so
let's.
okay.
We're good. We're good. All right. Sorry. If not, I'll keep you all here till tomorrow.
Okay,
All
then
right.
let
Thank you,
me stop
Vivian.
sharing.
Yeah.
You're
Please stop
welcome.
sharing. Let's get Yinka Blue, if you don't mind. Let's go Yinka Blue.
Mm, Sure. So we conducted the assessment using the CMMI model, and based on our assessment, we gave them overall maturity score of 1.90, and
Yeah.
to indicate a significant, oh, what's this? So that indicated significant mark in our AI governance framework. And based on our executives' assessment summary, we found the 2 critical areas, which is the access controls and the model robustness testing. And going by that, the current state of their critical vulnerability identified, we found that below industry standard 79%, and the critical risk areas to be 18%. So the 2 domains there follow the risk exposure analysis. This is access control failure. We give them a score 1.50, and the model robustness gap, we give them 1.50 as well. And their operational blind spot 2.0.
Okay.
And below is the comprehensive domain area we look forward to. And based on the assessment, we've got a strategic remediation framework, which is in the area of immediate crisis response. That is for them to deploy emergency security patches and implement temporary access restriction within 30 days to address the critical vulnerabilities. And they will also go a foundation building and maturity enhancement. And our priority action plan focuses on these 2 critical controls. The access control, which is very critical, and in terms of the difficulty, it is medium and the timeline is short term. And the second one is the model robustness testing. In terms of the risk level, we found that very critical, and the timeline is midterm. So based on the key mitigation we're suggesting for that, Alfred, please go back up. For the action plans, so we're suggesting multi-factor authentication, role-based access, and audit trail for the access control. That's the key mitigation. And for the model robustness, we're giving them adversarial testing suites to stress testing protocols and validation frameworks. And then we're giving them a resource requirement and investment. So if they can invest $2.5 million
Let's skip that, but we're good. Yeah, let's leave the
Okay.
rest. All right, thank you, sir. All right, thank you,
Okay.
Khan Alfred.
You're welcome.